Cleopatra versus Octavian, echoes of power, whispers of propaganda. Step back in time to 31 BCE, where the clash between Cleopatra and Octavian wasn't just a battle for land, but a struggle for the very soul of the ancient world. This is a story of ambition, betrayal, and the enduring power of propaganda, a historical chess match with legacies hanging in the balance. Cleopatra Philopator, the last queen of Egypt, was no mere monarch. She was a scholar, a linguist, and a shrewd politician, heir to a dynasty stretching back to Alexander the Great. Her lineage was one of power, her education steeped in the wisdom of the ages, preparing her for the intricate dance of international politics. Gaius Octavius, later Augustus, emerged from the shadows of his great-uncle, Julius Caesar. He was an unlikely contender, a young man often underestimated, yet possessed of a cunning that would reshape the Roman world. His rise was meteoric, fueled by ambition and a keen understanding of political maneuvering. Cleopatra's ascent was marked by strategic alliances, most notably with Julius Caesar. Their union produced Caesarion, solidifying her power and ensuring Egypt's place in the Roman sphere. This was a calculated move, a dance of power and influence that secured her throne. Following Caesar's assassination, Cleopatra aligned herself with Mark Antony, a powerful Roman general. Their alliance was both political and personal, a bond that would challenge the very foundations of the Roman Republic. Together, they expanded Egypt's influence, a testament to their combined power. Octavian, meanwhile, was consolidating his power, eliminating rivals and building alliances with ruthless efficiency. He understood the Roman psyche, the importance of perception, and the power of narrative. His rise was a masterclass in political manipulation. He skillfully portrayed himself as Caesar's true heir, a defender of Roman traditions against foreign influence. This image resonated with the Roman populace, weary of civil war and eager for stability. Octavian was crafting a narrative that would secure his place in history. The conflict between Cleopatra and Octavian escalated into a full-blown propaganda war, a battle for hearts and minds. Octavian, unable to directly attack Antony, focused his rhetoric on Cleopatra, painting her as a seductive enchantress who had corrupted a Roman hero. This was a calculated move, designed to undermine Antony's authority and rally support for Octavian. He accused Cleopatra of manipulating Antony, of using her wealth and charm to control him. This narrative played on Roman fears of foreign influence and the perceived weakness of Antony. Octavian was skillfully shaping public opinion, turning the Roman people against his rivals. Octavian's most audacious move was the alleged unveiling of Antony's will, which supposedly favored Cleopatra's children and expressed a desire to be buried in Alexandria. Whether genuine or fabricated, this act ignited Roman outrage, fueling the flames of war. The will became a symbol of Antony's betrayal, a rallying cry for Octavian supporters. By declaring war on Cleopatra, Octavian cleverly avoided the stigma of initiating another Roman civil war. He positioned himself as a defender of Roman values against a foreign threat, a masterstroke of political maneuvering. This strategy allowed him to unite Rome against a common enemy, solidifying his own power in the process. The Battle of Actium in 31 BCE proved to be a pivotal moment in history. Antony and Cleopatra, against the advice of many, chose to engage Octavian's forces in a naval battle. This decision, debated by historians for centuries, would have devastating consequences. The reasons behind this choice remain unclear. Was it Cleopatra's influence, a belief in their naval superiority, or a fatal miscalculation? Whatever the reason, the battle turned into a disaster for Antony and Cleopatra. During the battle, Cleopatra's flagship broke through the lines and fled towards Egypt, followed by Antony. This retreat, whether planned or a moment of panic, sealed their fate. Their forces, demoralized and leaderless, were decisively defeated. The aftermath of Actium was a tragedy of Shakespearean proportions. Antony and Cleopatra returned to Alexandria, knowing their time was limited. They formed the Society of Those Who Will Die Together, a final act of defiance against the inevitable. As Octavian's forces closed in, Antony, upon hearing a false report of Cleopatra's death, took his own life. His death marked the end of an era, the collapse of his ambitions, and the triumph of Octavian. Cleopatra, facing capture and humiliation, negotiated with Octavian, hoping to secure the future of her children. However, she soon realized that Octavian intended to parade her through Rome in chains, a fate she could not accept. On August 12, 30 BCE, Cleopatra was found dead, along with her handmaidens. The cause of her death remains shrouded in mystery, with the famous asp story being just one possibility. Regardless of the method, her death marked the end of the Ptolemaic dynasty and the fall of Egypt to Roman rule. Octavian, now Augustus, returned to Rome in triumph, ushering in a new era of Roman history. Egypt became a Roman province, its wealth and resources fueling the empire for centuries. He attempted to erase Cleopatra from history, destroying her statues and suppressing her memory. Yet, in a twist of fate, Octavian's efforts to diminish Cleopatra only served to immortalize her. By making her his greatest adversary, he ensured that her name would be remembered for centuries to come. 2,000 years later, Cleopatra remains a captivating figure, a symbol of female power, political intrigue, and the clash of civilizations. Her story continues to inspire and fascinate, a testament to her enduring legacy. Augustus may have built an empire that shaped the Western world, but Cleopatra captured the imagination of generations. Her defiance against Rome, her strategic brilliance, and her tragic end have made her a legend. In death, Cleopatra achieved a victory that eluded her in life. She may have lost the battle for Egypt, but she won the war for immortality. Her name endures as a symbol of resistance, a reminder that even in defeat, one can achieve lasting fame. The fall of Cleopatra and Antony marked the end of the Hellenistic age, the era that began with Alexander the Great. The Mediterranean world was now firmly under Roman control, but the echoes of Cleopatra's defiance continue to resonate across the millennia. The story of Cleopatra and Octavian is more than just a historical narrative. It's a lesson in power, propaganda, and the enduring nature of human ambition. It challenges us to question the narratives we inherit and to seek a deeper understanding of the past.